Curly Howard, born Jerome Lester Horwitz on October 22nd, 1903, in Brooklyn, New York, became one of the most beloved comedic figures of the 20th century. Known for his high-pitched voice, wild physical comedy, and childlike energy, Curly captured the hearts of millions as a member of the iconic Three Stooges. Raised in a working-class Jewish family, he was often overshadowed by his more assertive brothers. However, his gift for comedy was undeniable. Despite being shy and reserved in private, he transformed into a comedic dynamo on stage, where his improvisational skills and impeccable timing shone. His character, though often portrayed as silly and outrageous, carried a certain innocence that endeared him to audiences. However, beneath the humor, Curly's life was far more complicated, marked by personal struggles and a tragic decline. Curly's transformation and his iconic look. Before joining the Three Stooges, Curly worked various jobs and performed in low-key theater productions. His slapstick humor and physical antics were honed over the years, laying the groundwork for his future comedic success. In 1932, Curly officially joined the Three Stooges, replacing his brother Shemp, who left the act to pursue a solo career. At first, Curly had a full head of wavy auburn hair and a mustache, but the group's manager, Mo Howard, suggested he shave his head for a more distinct look that fit the trio's image. Although Curly was initially reluctant, the bald look became iconic. His transformation into a clean-shaven, exuberant character with exaggerated facial expressions and unforgettable catchphrases like "nuke, nuke, nuke" became a hallmark of his performances. His commitment to physical comedy and the absurdity of his character made him the heart of the Three Stooges. The golden age of the Three Stooges. During the Three Stooges' prime years at Columbia Pictures, from 1934 to 1946, Curly became the centerpiece of many of their short films. He starred in nearly 100 films during this period, with memorable titles such as Punch Drunks, 1934, Disorder in the Court, 1936, and A Plumbing We Will Go, 1940. His comedic timing and physical gags became central to the Stooges' charm. Curly's childlike behavior, unpredictable antics, and impeccable slapstick performances elevated the Stooges from simple physical comedy to a more nuanced art form of humor. His work with Moe and Larry Fine transformed their routines into high-energy performances, leaving fans in stitches. Curly's on-screen persona, filled with innocence and mischief, left an indelible mark on American comedy, and the Three Stooges became an enduring symbol of slapstick humor. Personal struggles behind the laughter. Despite his on-screen persona as a carefree, lovable fool, Curly Howard's personal life was marked by instability, emotional vulnerability, and a series of tumultuous relationships. His first marriage, which occurred before he found fame with the Stooges, lasted only 5 months and ended in divorce. This early failure likely shaped Curly's approach to relationships, leading him to seek comfort in fleeting romances. In 1937, Curly married Elaine Orr, a woman he met during the height of his success. Their relationship seemed promising, and they had a daughter, Marilyn, in 1938. However, their marriage faltered under the pressures of Curly's demanding career and his increasingly erratic lifestyle. By 1940, the couple divorced. The breakdown of his marriage to Elaine was a personal blow that had lasting effects on Curly's mental and emotional health, marking the beginning of a downward spiral that would only intensify in the years to come. Health issues and personal decline. In the years following his second divorce, Curly's health began to deteriorate rapidly. He struggled with weight fluctuations, hypertension, and exhaustion. These issues were exacerbated by the intense physical demands of being a member of the Three Stooges, particularly during their live performance tours for US military personnel during World War II. While these performances were meant to support the troops, the grueling schedule of multiple shows per day, combined with constant travel, took a toll on Curly's weakening body. He was expected to maintain his high-energy, slapstick routines despite increasingly difficult health challenges. His physical condition worsened, and he began to suffer from fatigue, high blood pressure, and other health problems. Curly's off-camera behavior became more erratic as he sought refuge in food, alcohol, and temporary relationships to cope with the pressures of fame and his deteriorating health. Financial struggles and lack of support. Curly's personal and professional challenges were further compounded by his lack of financial discipline. Despite earning a generous salary from his work with the Stooges, Curly had little understanding of money management. He spent his earnings on extravagant meals, alcohol, jewelry, and gifts for romantic partners. Additionally, he developed a penchant for impulsively purchasing property, often without fully considering the financial consequences. His reckless spending brought him close to bankruptcy on several occasions, and Mo Howard, his older brother, had to step in as Curly's unofficial financial advisor. Mo helped Curly establish a budget, manage his taxes, and maintain some semblance of financial stability. Mo's efforts to support his brother, both financially and emotionally, demonstrated the deep, familial bond that held the Stooges together behind the scenes, even as Curly's personal life spiraled out of control. Curly's compassionate side. Despite his chaotic personal life, Curly possessed a deeply compassionate side. He was especially fond of animals, particularly dogs, which brought him comfort and joy. During his travels with the Three Stooges, Curly often encountered stray or abandoned dogs, and he would form quick bonds with them. He would feed them, care for them, and when possible, adopt them. Curly's love for animals often astonished his colleagues, who were used to seeing him perform wild, slapstick routines on stage, but were unaware of his tender nature off-screen. Curly kept several dogs as pets when he was at home, and they became one of the few consistent sources of solace in his otherwise tumultuous life. His affection for animals offered a rare glimpse into the gentler, more nurturing side of a man who, on the surface, appeared to live a chaotic and carefree existence. The failure of Curly's third marriage. In 1945, after his second divorce, Curly entered into a whirlwind romance with Marion Buxbaum. The couple married after just 2 weeks of courtship, but their relationship quickly deteriorated into constant arguments and mistrust. The union lasted only 9 months before they divorced in 1946. The bitter divorce proceedings were widely publicized, and the media sensationalized Curly's personal struggles, portraying him as erratic and unstable. The emotional toll of the divorce, combined with the ongoing pressures of his career and health issues, contributed to a rapid decline in Curly's physical and mental well-being. Just 2 months before the divorce was finalized, Curly suffered a massive stroke while filming Half-Wits Holiday, a blow that effectively ended his career with the Three Stooges. The tragic decline and final years. Curly's stroke in 1946 marked the beginning of a rapid decline in his health. His ability to perform and engage with the Stooges was permanently impacted, and he was forced to step away from the group. Although he made a brief cameo in the 1947 short Hold That Lion, it was clear that his health had deteriorated significantly. Over the next several years, Curly's health continued to worsen, with additional strokes further incapacitating him. He was placed in various care facilities and spent time with family, but his condition continued to decline. Curly, once the lively heart of the Three Stooges, was now frail and confused. His life, marked by periods of joy and laughter, had taken a heartbreaking turn, and he passed away on January 18th, 1952, at the age of 48. His death went largely unnoticed by the public, and the comedy world had already moved on, leaving Curly's passing without the tribute he truly deserved. The unveiling of Curly's struggles. For decades, Curly Howard's tragic story remained shrouded in mystery, with many fans unaware of the personal and health struggles he faced behind the scenes. However, recently unearthed documents, medical records, and family correspondence have shed light on the true extent of his decline. It has been revealed that Curly may have suffered from undiagnosed mental health conditions, such as bipolar disorder, which were exacerbated by his heavy alcohol use. These conditions were misunderstood and neglected by both Curly and the studio system, which prioritized profits over his well-being. The studio pushed him to continue performing, even when he was clearly unwell, fearing that his absence would affect the success of the Three Stooges. This negligence ultimately took a toll on Curly's physical and mental health, leading to the tragic end of his career and his life. Curly Howard, a legacy of laughter and pain. Curly Howard's life is a reminder that the laughter he brought to millions came at a great personal cost. Behind the comedic brilliance of his performances, there was a man who struggled with depression, loneliness, and a profound sense of inadequacy. His story, now more fully understood thanks to recent revelations, forces us to confront the dark side of fame and the toll it takes on those who are often expected to entertain at any cost. The legacy of Curly Howard is not just about the laughter he created, but also about the deep pain he endured. His life, though tragic, serves as a poignant reminder of the human cost of fame and the importance of caring for those who bring joy to others.